Hi, my name's Steve, my business partner Austin, and today we're going to look at something we've talked about before but haven't really talked at length, but it's consistency over perfection. So, a lot of you bookkeepers insist on perfection, and with the numbers, that makes a whole lot of sense because you can't just tell your business, well, I was consistent. I know the numbers are off because that's not going to work. So you've got to be perfect there. But when it comes to your marketing and getting your information out there, this is where you've got to have a different mindset and think consistency over perfection, because the more stuff you do and the more you hammer away at it, the better it's going to be. So the bookkeeper who posts an imperfect video every week will beat the one who's still waiting until I got the perfect video to post up there. And I know that in the back of your mind, that's what you feel like. You maybe created a website and you're like, it's not quite perfect. It's got this and it. No, put it up. That's better than nothing. And you can keep working on it if you need to. But start marketing and go back to that every now and then. Update it, upgrade it, whatever you need to do. But get everything out there. The video you've been sitting on, that you've been working on, that wasn't perfect, post it. The blog post that doesn't feel quite right, publish it. Today we're talking about consistency, and it's the most underrated marketing skill and tool that you have in the old toolbox. Because so what we normally see, and I'm not picking on anybody in particular. I'm not even going to look at this website to discuss it. So if we were to analyze Sidekick's bookkeeping, and they may not do this, so don't blame them. But the chances are they posted up 4 or 5 blog posts when they first opened the website, and probably nothing since. And I'm just guessing. And that's for most bookkeepers, not necessarily them, but that's what I find almost every single time. So, and if you're going to post 4 blog posts, this is where I'm going to go off the topic. So I told you before, just post it. If you've got 4 of them, post 1 per week. That's way better than 4 at once and then nothing. So the consistency is where you need to get to. And even once a month for your blog is decent. And for bookkeepers, you don't have a whole lot to say, so that works. But just make sure you get that in. So I know on these videos, and you'll see comments that people make on the videos, oh, you got to get better quality. The sound's not good enough. You got to improve your lighting, whatever. Don't listen to any of those people. Have them make their own videos. They can make their own perfect videos. They can have great lighting. They can have everything, and they won't do it because you're the one doing it. Don't worry about any of that stuff. You don't need perfection. You just need to start. But we've all seen those, and we've gotten some of that. You need better quality. You need to improve your audio, whatever it is. But no, we're not going to do that. If they want to make their own videos, they can go ahead and they can hire a movie producer if they want. They can have it so good. But that's not what you're about. You're marketing. So all we're trying to get to, and sorry about my voice right here, is done, and getting it out beats perfection every single time. Why does consistency win in marketing? Google rewards that. That's why it wins. They reward it on your website, on your Google business profile, everywhere. Your audience needs to see you repeatedly before they trust you enough to hire you, especially bookkeepers. You're getting all their critical, sensitive information. Are you going to hire somebody who you don't trust? You're not. All right, since we've been talking about Sidekick, let's look at their website and just see how this looks. All right, so if you were to look at this, you would get the feeling maybe this is an old-fashioned website. I don't know if maybe this is a Squarespace, not positive. But, do we see a city in there? Do we see a call to action? Does this build trust in your eyes? If you were an owner looking to hire a bookkeeper and you came to this, does this, scream out to you, oh, I trust this place? Think about that whenever you're putting your stuff out there. You want to build trust in some way. Your audience needs to see you repeatedly before they trust you enough to hire you. seen it said that for most big purchases, people need to see it 7 times. So that's a lot of times. And I get the feeling if this is one of the times, there might not be a second time. So, try to impress them in some way that you know what you're doing. Consistency builds on a body of work. Perfection produces almost nothing. So think about that. Consistency builds on a body of work. Perfection produces almost nothing. And why do I say that? Because if you're trying to be perfect, you're putting nothing out there. None of us are perfect. You can watch our videos and you can see they're far from perfect. We put them out there. The algorithm favors accounts that show up regularly, and that's a fact. One great video a year versus 52 decent ones. Which person do you think gets more clients? Yeah, you guessed it, the 52 decent ones. What showing up actually looks like. So we talk about showing up, right? But what does that mean? So real examples of good enough content that still works. A 90-second video filmed on your phone in your car. Good enough. Our videos. Good enough. A GBP post that's 3 sentences and a photo of your desk. That's good enough. It will help you. A LinkedIn post that's just one honest observation about a client situation. That's excellent. A blog post that answers one question in 400 words. Excellent. An email to your list that you wrote in 15 minutes. That's perfect. And why do I say perfect? Because none of that is perfect, but it all builds trust over time. All of those little things that seem like they're insignificant, they're not enough, they're small, they didn't explain everything, is good enough. That's your new perfection. I'm going to turn it over to Austin to finish this up.
Okay. How to stay consistent when motivation disappears, because it will happen. What you can do is batch your content, film like 4 videos in one sitting, post one a week, lower the bar on purpose. So your only rule is to post something. Schedule it like a client appointment. It's not optional. Track your streak. Missing once is okay. Missing twice starts a new habit. And then remember what you started. Every piece of content is working for you while you sleep. Um, so I just keep getting distracted by the screen. Do you see it? It's like the thing's like bleeding onto the rest of the screen. Do you see that?
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening now.
Okay. Sorry. The long game. Um, Content marketing compounds. Post 100 times and the 100th post gets seen by the people who find the first 99. Most bookkeepers quit at week 6. If you make it to week 12, you're already ahead of the majority. The bookkeepers who dominate local search didn't get lucky. They just keep going. Your future clients are out there right now searching for someone exactly like you. And the question is whether you'll be visible when they look. You want to...
So that's about it. I think Austin explained it good, and I think if you listen to my stuff, you'll get the point that all we're trying to do is be consistent. We don't need to be perfect. And for accountants, for bookkeepers, that's very hard to get used to because you need to be perfect in that. When it comes to marketing, you need to be consistent. So you need to change your mindset there. And once you do, you'll be better off for it because you'll be getting a lot more clients. Thanks for watching. We definitely appreciate it. If you're getting use out of this, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.